Shildt's post-game comments. Plus, we'll bring you today's play of the game. From the Padres Radio Network, here's Sam Levitt.
All right, on his set. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. It's on the way. Baldwin takes strike 3. Fastball at the top of the zone. And Morejon closes it out. 1-0 Padres over the Braves as the Pods start 3-0 for just the 5th time in franchise history.
What a win for the Padres on this Saturday afternoon here in America's finest city. Final score, Padres 1 and the Braves 0. Sam Levitt with you inside the loft here at the Western Metal Building at Petco Park. Welcome into our Jamul Casino Resort post-game show. Hey player, the Jamul Casino Resort is your place with a Lux Hotel Tower opening soon, new dining, and a long list of amazing amenities. You'll have more ways to play and enjoy all the perks of your casino fun. Jamul Casino Resort, the player's place. A lot to love about this win and this 3-0 start for the San Diego Padres. And the story here today begins with this. Randy Vasquez, 6 scoreless innings in what was an absolute pitcher's duel between Vasquez and Spencer Schwellenbach. The Padres end up winning this game in the later innings against the Atlanta bullpen. But the story of today's game, in my mind, against a really good Atlanta lineup, I know they haven't been great in the first 3 games of this season, but there's a lot of talent in that Braves lineup. Randy Vasquez, after an up-and-down spring training, shows up for his first start of 2025, and he was stellar. 6 innings, no runs, 4 hits. He did walk 4. He struck out 3. He did deal with base traffic. We know that's typically part of the story with Randy, but to his credit, he battled out of trouble a handful of times, puts together a terrific outing. Padres and the Braves were scoreless going to the bottom half of the 7th inning, and that's when there were 2 outs, nobody on. Jake Cronenworth ends up hitting what was a really weird ground rule double, and that's what it was, a ground rule double, a line drive that hit the foot of the pitcher, Aaron Bummer, a shot up the middle, 100-plus miles per hour on the exit velo, hits Bummer's foot so hard that it rolls all the way into the third base dugout. Cronenworth is awarded second to ground rule double, then an intentional walk to Xander Bogaerts, then the Padres pinch hit with Yuli Gurriel for Gavin Sheets against the lefty Bummer. Brian Snitker, Braves manager, responds by going to right-hander Daysbel Hernandez. And then Gurriel makes his manager look like a genius and hits a base hit, ground ball through the left side. It scores Cronenworth, gives the Padres a 1-0 lead. And that would be all that they needed in this game. Alec Jacob, 2 outs, or I should say, Alec Jacob, as I catch up here. Alec Jacob gets the first 2 outs of, or I should say the final 2 outs of the 8th inning after Wandy Peralta got the first out of the 8th inning. Adrian Morejon shuts the door, strands the tying run on third base for his first save of the season. So just a terrific win, 1-0 over the Atlanta Braves, and we'll get into all the details as we move along here on our post-game coverage. When we come back, we'll recap this game from start to finish. All the radio highlights. We'll hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt as the Padres are 3-0 to begin 2025. The San Diego Padres playing a great brand of baseball, and a lot of fun to watch right now. Certainly is. Padres 1, Braves 0. More in our post-game coverage after this on the Padres Radio Network. Back here on our Jamul Casino Resort Padres post-game show here at the Loft inside the Western Metal Building at Petco Park. Sam Levitt with you as we wrap this one up. Final score here today, Padres 1 and the Braves nothing as the Padres improved to 3-0 to begin 2025. Braves dropped to 0-3, and now the Padres will go for a 4-game sweep of Atlanta to begin the season with right-hander Nick Pivetta making his Padres debut on the mound tomorrow. We'll have much more on tomorrow's game coming up a little bit later on. Lot to do on our post-game coverage. If you're just joining us, maybe you're on the way home from the ball game. 40,000 plus in the building. Once again here today, third sellout in as many games here at Petco Park. So good to see everybody here over the last handful of days, and the Padres have given their fans a lot to smile about, playing a very good brand of baseball to begin the year. And today, there's a lot to chew on. There really is, and we will touch on each and every piece of this game. We'll also hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt coming up a little bit later as well. Before we get into our radio highlights, I do want to mention, and something I didn't mention in the opening segment in case you missed this part of today's game, Manny Machado did exit this game with right calf tightness, and I'm sure we'll hear some sort of an update from Mike Shildt on what the situation is with Manny. I'll say this, in the fourth inning, it was a weird moment with Manny. He took a swing, clearly had something going on with his right leg, then took another swing, fouled the ball off, and then he was examined by the trainers. They were looking at his right leg. He ended up finishing that at bat, flew out to right field, but did not come out to play third base in the top of the fifth inning. Jose Iglesias came in and replaced him in the lineup. So that is just a bit of a damper on a really nice win for the Padres today. Manny Machado was removed from the game with right calf tightness. And again, I'm sure we'll hear more on that from Mike Shildt coming up in just a little bit. This was a fascinating ball game in a number of different respects. We saw a bunch of things that I don't know we expected to see on this Saturday in downtown San Diego. Let's run it back.
Which moments determine the outcome of today's game? We'll paint you a picture with our game highlights on the Padres Radio Network.
This was a pitcher's duel. Randy Vasquez and Spencer Schwellenbach matching zeros. Let's first focus on Vasquez. He worked around 2 walks to start his outing in the first, worked around a 2-out single in the second, a 1-2-3 third. He faced big trouble in the fourth inning. There were runners on first and second with 1 out. Michael Harris, the second, at the plate.
The left-handed batter breaks his bat, floats one out to second. Cronenworth lets it fall. Goes to third base, where Machado will tag Ozuna. Now they go to second. That's going to be a double play, and that's going to end the inning. Albies never really left first base. Had to wait and see initially if Jake was going to catch it or not. He didn't, and it works out beautifully. An inning-ending double play here in the top of the fourth inning.
Just your routine 4-5-6 double play to end the inning. Vasquez was through 4 scoreless. Schwellenbach, meanwhile, was equally as good. He allowed just 1 hit in the first 4 innings of this game. Vasquez got the first 2 outs in the 5th inning. Jared Kelenic hit a 2-out single, then this.
Pick off to first on the move, throw down to second from Arise, and Kelenic is beat. Bogarts tags him out, and the Padres get Kelenic trying to steal second base to end the top of the 5th inning.
Schwellenbach tossed a scoreless bottom half of the inning. In the top of the 6th inning, we were still scoreless. The Braves threatened. Matt Olson hit a ball all the way to the fence in right center. Fernando Tatis Jr. leapt at the wall. He didn't catch it, but deflected it and it hit off the top of the fence. Bounced back onto the field to play. It was ruled a double on the field. The Braves challenged it. The call remained the same, a double. Tatis may have prevented a homer. I thought on the replay, he did prevent that ball from likely at least hitting the top of the wall and maybe bouncing out. There's a likelihood to me that was going to be a home run. So Fernando preventing a home run. Instead, it was a double for Olson. Marcell Ozuna then walked. Vasquez then got a pop out from Ozzy Albies to end the inning and strand 2 on. 6 scoreless innings from Randy today. He was terrific. Meanwhile, Schwellenbach pitched a 1-2-3 bottom of the 6th inning. So both young starting pitchers, Vasquez and Schwellenbach, going 6 scoreless. We were still in a 0-0 game going to the 7th inning. Wandy Peralta came on and pitched a 1-2-3 top half. In the bottom half of the inning, left-hander Aaron Bummer came on for Atlanta. After Schwellenbach went 6 scoreless, Bummer struck out the first 2 batters, but then Jake Cronenworth scorched a liner back up the middle. It hit Bummer's foot and quickly rolled away, all the way into the Braves' third base dugout. It was ruled a ground rule double, a weird ground rule double, but one nonetheless. That put the go-ahead run in scoring position. The Braves then intentionally walked Xander Bogaerts. Padres manager Mike Shildt elected to pinch hit against the lefty Bummer with right-handed hitting Yuli Gurriel. Braves manager Brian Snitker responded by replacing Bummer with righty Daysbel Hernandez. So, with runners on first and second, 2 outs, it was Hernandez against Gurriel.
Swings here, grounds it left side. That's through into left field and a base hit. Cronenworth racing around third. No chance for Profar, who dropped it, had to pick it back up. And it's a pinch hit. Go-ahead single for Gurriel. The Padres have the first run of the day, 1-0 here in the 7th.
Another button pushed correctly by Mike Shildt. Yuli Gurriel, a pinch hit RBI single, like you heard Jesse describe. Padres had a 1-0 lead. They were the first to strike late in this game. Wandy Peralta came back out for the 8th inning, got the first out of the inning. Then the Padres went to righty Alec Jacob to face the top of the Braves lineup. Jerkson Profar singled. Austin Riley then hit a soft liner towards left. Jason Hayward came in and made a great sliding catch to rob a base hit. Matt Olson flew out the center, and just like that, the inning was over. Padres still led 1-0 heading to the top of the 9th inning. Remember, something we told you earlier, I'm sure Jesse and Tony touched on it as well. Robert Suarez, Jason Adam, Jeremiah Estrada, all likely unavailable today because they had already pitched in back-to-back days, first 2 days of the year. So the Padres were working with a shorthanded bullpen. That meant Adrian Morejon came in for the save opportunity in just a 1-0 game. Didn't start well. Morejon walked Marcell Ozuna. He was pinch ran for by Eli White. Ozzie Albies flew out to right field. White stole second base. Michael Harris, the second, grounded out to the right side. That got the tying run in White to third base. So, 1-0 Padre lead. White 90 feet away, representing the tying run. It was left up to Atlanta's Drake Baldwin.
Morejon is set. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. It's on the way. Baldwin takes strike 3. Fastball at the top of the zone. And Morejon closes it out. 1-0 Padres over the Braves as the Pods start 3-0 for just the 5th time in franchise history. Randy Vasquez, 6 shutout innings, just what the doctor ordered. And Gurriel's RBI single in the 7th brings home the only run of the day.
What a day. Randy, Yuli, the bullpen, they get it done. 1-0 Padres as the Padres are now 3-0 to begin 2025. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Pods. No runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Braves. Braves went 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Padres went 1 for 3. That one hit coming from Yuli Gurriel. It made all the difference in this one as the Padres win it on this Saturday. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt. We'll continue to break down this ball game, take your phone calls a little bit later as well at 833-288-0973. We hear from the Padre manager when we return on the Padres Radio Network.
Stay
Padres win it 1-0 against the Atlanta Braves on this Saturday at Petco Park. Sam Levitt with you on our Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show here on the Padres Radio Network. Great to have you with us. What an evening, or late afternoon into evening, for the Padres here on this Saturday. A lot to chew on from this ball game, and we'll continue to do it. Still a lot to do on our postgame coverage. We'll hear from Mike Shildt in just a minute. We'll also have our catch of the game, our play of the game, take a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and as always, we welcome you to call into the program, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973, the phone number to call. We'll get to your phone calls coming up a little bit later. If you want to get involved on social media, you can do that as well. You can find me on X at Sammy Lev, SAMMYLEV. Instagram DM's open as well, Sammy Lev there too. You can also comment on the YouTube stream. I know there's no local TV broadcast tonight, so on days like this, we tend to get some people on the post-game coverage listening, watching that maybe don't. So welcome in if you're one of those Padres fans joining us for maybe the first time this season. We're always here for you on the radio side and on YouTube as well, on the 97.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Quickly, before we hear from Mike Shildt, just to recap this again, Randy Vasquez, 6 scoreless innings. Absolutely terrific in this game. Worked out of trouble a handful of times. How about the Padres bullpen? More stellar work. They entered this game on a stretch of 10 consecutive scoreless innings, and wouldn't you know it, 3 scoreless innings combined between Wandy Peralta, Alec Jacob, and Adrian Morejon in this game today. So that's now 13 consecutive scoreless innings for the Padres bullpen. They have been sensational out of the gate to begin the season. And today, the context of, we knew they would very likely be without Jason Adam, Jeremiah Estrada, and Robert Suarez. And they still were able to get it done in the bullpen. And you knew you really wanted a longer outing from Randy Vasquez. I mean, you add that on to the context of what Randy did today on a day where the Padres were clearly going to be shorthanded in their bullpen. Randy delivers 6 scoreless innings. So that is beyond impressive from Randy. And then Yuli Gurriel, just another correct button pushed by Mike Shildt. Pinch hits with Gurriel. RBI single gives the Padres a 1-0 lead in the 7th inning, and they go on to win by that final score. Let's go downstairs here at Petco Park and hear some post-game reaction.
Let's pull up a seat in the manager's office and hear from Padres manager Mike Shildt. Served up by Sin Lee Food, where fresh meets flavor. Find farm fresh produce, bold Asian spices, and gourmet ingredients at 4665 El Cajon Boulevard. Sin Lee Food, the cook's Asian resource.
A lot to talk about, but can you start with the job that Randy Vasquez did?
Yeah, a lot to talk about, but it does start with Randy. I mean, clearly a phenomenal job. Navigate a little traffic in the first, made pitches, got the double play ball, and then just he pitched. You know, he in and out, up and down, changed speeds, got guys off balance. You know, Randy's shown a really great trait for a pitcher, and that's to be a pitch maker. You know, we don't say that as much in the game today, maybe, but you know, he's got the ability to make pitches when he needs to, and clearly that was on display today. Gets all the credit in the world. I thought Maldy did a really nice job with him. You know, slowed him down a couple of times. 4th, you know, good trip. Randy was fantastic and really pushed him a little bit, basically where we were in the game today for him to go out and, be able to finish out the sixth. That was huge for us.
Speaking of that, I mean, I know you have confidence in your guys, but he threw like 45 pitches 8 days ago. For him to be able to do what he did today.
Yeah, I mean, he threw 44 pitches, but then he went and finished and got 23 more pitches away from the action. So he was built up to do that. So, yeah, a lot of guys work that way in spring.
How is Manny?
Yeah, Manny looks like he's going to be fine. He cramped up, and the cramp stayed with him. And, got to a point where it just didn't make any sense to be able to stay with him. But I saw him in the congratulatory line, big smile. Medical staff's not overly concerned. We'll take his temperature as we go, but just a cramp that he couldn't get away and didn't want to risk anything.
Fine as in there's a chance he could be in there tomorrow?
There's a chance. It's a day-by-day situation.
The job the bullpen did with some key guys down tonight, what do you make of kind of the guys who did step up and fill in there?
Yeah, one thing we talked about, and I believe in sincerely, me and Fritzy and Ben Fritz, our bullpen coach, which is his birthday today, and Ruben, we sit down before every game. Me and those two guys in Espo, our bench coach, Brian Esposito, kind of talk through the game, who's available. We looked up, we had 3 guys that were going to be down today, but everybody really confident in our group. It was like, hey, we got these guys, we trust them, there's spots for them. They showed up. Wani was fantastic. Jacob got his guys. Morion was terrific. So, we talk about bullpens a lot. Good bullpens have guys that can bring it home, but when guys that typically bring it home aren't available, those guys can step up in a different role and get the job done clearly to the shutout. And then of course hold them when we're down right there. So we got a really good bullpen. Those guys, I trusted them completely in those moments, and it's a good sign for our club.
What do you think of the job Gurriel did there, and then kind of more broadly, just the way that sort of platoon between him and Sheets and the way it's gone and emerged so far?
Yeah, it started that anyway. Crone got another ball, a good approach off the lefty, middle of the field, not trying to do too much. Ends up at second base on the carom. They're likely to, dance around and go, let Bogey go down the road, force a decision. I talked to Victor about it. It's basically a decision going into that inning, whether it's Sheets versus Bummer or Gurriel versus Hernandez. And, Gurriel just got more at-bats against righties, felt more comfortable with the at-bat. And so he earned the at-bat.
Can you speak to the way that platoon has developed and how useful it is to have those options in that spot?
Yeah, it's very useful. I mean, you're talking about 2 quality guys taking really, high quality at-bats. Sheets I just love his approach on balance, not trying to do too much. He's already big and strong. Gurriel's a professional hitter for a long time, in this league and before. So having the luxury to be able to go to a Gurriel in that situation is, it's again, good proof we got a lot of good pieces that can help us win games.
What was your view on the play Tatis made, which was pretty good non-catch, might have kept the game scoreless? Yeah,
I kept it in the ballpark. No, it was a good play. You'd probably say should have caught it. I'd say it was a heck of a play just to keep it in the park, which it was, and obviously turned out to be a big play. Defense was on display again tonight. Pitching and defense go hand in hand, and Crony's play against Harris in the 4th. Crony's just a winning player, man. Made another baseball play, showed up, and your first instinct, first of all, made it be to catch it, and then after you decide you're not going to catch it, maybe go to second, but it's likely not going to be a double play. It just slowed the game down. You went over and just made the play, and that's an untraditional play that you see, but just made a baseball play that was in front of him. And of course, Hayward's play in the 7th was a really big play as well.
The mechanics of that play, because we can look at it and go, oh yeah, that was kind of the obvious play to let it drop, but to see the broken bat and all that, what does that take for Jake to do that? Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was one of those in-betweens where he could easily have caught it in the air, and no one would have really faulted him for that either. But, in real time, it looks really like, oh yeah, I should just – no, man, that's a high IQ baseball play in a, first and second high leverage moment that he reads it, recognizes that, he can let it bounce, also recognizes that rightfully the base runners have to stop, and he's now got a force, at third. So just a really good winning baseball play.
in a rise. He got the batting title trophy pregame. First Padres since Tony Gwynn to do so. Just talk to me about, like, for you, what does this guy mean to this team, and how good was he last season?
Yeah, goosebump moment, really privileged to just stand out there and be a part of that honor with Luis. I mean, 3-time batting title. There's more in his future. And then to look and see, the likeness of Tony Gwynn on the statue is a legitimate goosebump moment. To be able to see that and to see like a guy that no one mimics Tony Gwynn, so it's hard to even say what that comparison is. But somebody that clearly is in the same category of how he goes about things and how he approaches the game and what he means to our team is, this guy's a quality bat all the time, but also I would like to extend more for Louis and what he means to this team because, yeah, he's clearly a guy that has a magic wand in his hand with the bat, but this guy has done a really good job at first base. He's already played a nice first base this year. He's got real good court awareness of what he's doing, and he's got tremendous energy and a really, really strong desire to compete and win. So Luis Arraez means a lot to our club.
And thankfully tonight, Manny's injury wasn't serious, but talk to me a little bit about this guy. He's battled injuries throughout his whole career and definitely last season. Just talk to me about his toughness.
Manny's one of the toughest hombres in the business. This is a guy that he posts, he shows up. He was raised to go play. And now, of course, a day like today, he's got a situation we don't want to see it get any more serious. We'll see about tomorrow, but this guy, if he's banged up, bruised up, he's going to post. And that's what winning players do. And Manny's a winning player, and he likes to play baseball.
That was Padres manager Mike Shildt after this 1-0 win for the Padres against the Atlanta Braves on this Saturday in downtown San Diego. Sam Levitt back with you inside the lofts here at the Western Metal Building at Petco Park. We'll step aside. When we come back, we've got a lot to do. You can call in 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Sound off on today's win on the Padres 3-0 start. And I've got a lot to talk about here. I got a lot written down from what Mike Shildt covered. Talk about Manny, talk about Fernando's play, preventing a home run, the bullpen, Luis Arraez, the defense today. Atlanta, once again, struggling mightily with runners in scoring position. We'll get to all of that when we return. Padres 1, Braves 0, the final score here today at Petco Park on the Padres Radio Network. Padres win it on this Saturday. They're 3-0 here in 2025. A terrific start to the season as the Padres beat the Atlanta Braves 1-0 here at Petco Park. Sam Levitt with you here inside the Western Metal Building. Welcome back to the Jamul Casino Resort postgame show, brought to you by the all-new Jamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place. A lot to do on our post-game coverage. We've got a full board of calls right now. We will get to you in just a matter of minutes, so stay on hold if you're on hold right now. 833-288-0973. A lot of people want to chime in about this 3-0 start. We'll have our out-of-town scoreboard coming up, our play of the game coming up. But before we get to that, just a few things to touch on here after we heard from Padres manager Mike Shildt in that last segment. The good news with Manny is that it sounds like he pretty much cramped up with that right calf tightness. Doesn't sound overly serious. Sounds like there could even be a chance that he plays tomorrow. So that is certainly good news, at least for right now. Does not think that is very serious for Manny. That is great news to hear. So we'll see if he's in there tomorrow. But, even if he's not, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Give him a day, and maybe he's back in there on Monday. But good news, nothing too serious, it sounds like, for Manny Machado, because I'll be honest with you, when I saw him tweak something on a swing, not foul a ball off his leg or anything, but it was just the swing, and then he felt it more clearly on the next swing. It made you nervous because you're thinking, man, that's kind of weird to see somebody have an issue after just what looked like a pretty normal swing for Manny. So it makes sense that maybe he was cramping up a little bit, dealing with right calf tightness. So hopefully Manny is okay, and who knows, maybe he's even in there tomorrow. Fernando Tatis Jr., you cannot overlook the play he made in the 6th inning with Randy Vasquez still on the mound, Matt Olson hitting a ball to right center all the way to the fence, Fernando leaping up by the fans in right center, got a glove on it, and I thought on the replay, it was pretty evident that ball, at the very least, hits the top of the wall and maybe bounces over for a home run. I think that is a distinct possibility. If Fernando doesn't get a glove on it, he got a glove on it, it then hit the top of the wall, bounced back into the field of play, was a double for Olson instead of a home run. Let's live in a world where that is a home run. Well, the Braves take a 1-0 lead. Instead, it was a double, and then Randy Vasquez ultimately gets out of that inning, keeps it a scoreless game. So when you look at the big picture of this ball game, Fernando's play to keep that in play and possibly save a home run was massive. A massive, massive moment in this ball game. A great play by Fernando, even though he didn't catch the baseball. We mentioned it earlier. You heard Mike Shildt talk about it. The Padres bullpen continues to be stellar. There's a couple of different ways to look at what the bullpen and what Randy Vasquez did today. We knew coming in that the bullpen would be shorthanded. We knew that Jason Adam had pitched back-to-back days. Same thing with Robert Suarez, same thing with Jeremiah Estrada, and you would have been shocked if any of those guys pitched 3 straight days this early in the year. So you knew they were going to be shorthanded. Randy Vasquez helps out the cause by going 6 scoreless innings. I mean, talk about doing something that the Padres badly needed in this game. Gives you length, not just length, but 6 shutout innings. And then the bullpen, relying on some different guys. Wandy Peralta, really good start to the year, inning and a third scoreless. Alec Jacob, 2/3 of an inning scoreless, ends the 8th inning, and then Adrian Morejon works around a leadoff walk in the 9th inning, strands the tying run on base. A great moment for Adrian in a big-time spot there in the 9th inning to pick up his first save of the season. So Randy was great considering the state of the bullpen, and the other relievers who didn't pitch yesterday, they were great too. So all the way around by this pitching staff, a shutout on 5 hits for the Atlanta Braves. And speaking of the Braves offense, 1 for 22 with runners in scoring position in this series. I mean, that has been a big part of the 3 wins. Not only have the Padres generally pitched well and played well. I know Cease and King weren't great in their first starts, but certainly the bullpen has been great. The Braves have been brutal with runners in scoring position. 1 for 22 in the first 3 games of their season. So give some credit to Padres pitching and the bullpen in particular. They're doing a good job of when they get in trouble working out of it, and they were 0 for 6, Atlanta was, with runners in scoring position today. One more thing for you before we get to our catch of the game and then get to your phone calls. Luis Arise, on a slightly negative note from this game, 0 for 4 today. So Luis is now 0, I think it's for 9. Let me double check this. I don't think it's 0 for 10. I want to make sure I get it right. Luis is 0 for 9 to begin the season. Now, it is really rare to see Luis Arise, who, by the way, got some hardware today. Great ceremony behind home plate before the game, celebrating his 3rd consecutive batting title. So I wouldn't worry too much about Luis Arise. He is 0 for 9 to begin the year. And I said this in the pregame. The reason I wouldn't worry about Luis, amongst a lot of reasons, because of the type of hitter he's been for such a long time. Last year, he started the year 0 for 10 and still ended up winning a batting title. So I wouldn't be too concerned about Luis Arise, but a bit of a slow start. He's 0 for 9 to begin the year. We talked about Fernando's play. It wasn't the only great defensive play of this game. Padres turned a couple of double plays behind Randy Vasquez, including a really smart one, that 4-5-6 double play where Jake Cronenworth let a ball fall in front of him. Little flare to second base, went to third, and then Manny went to second. Bogarts caught it. Your routine 4-5-6 double play. It was really well done by the Padres infield. But there was a big play in the top of the 8th inning. Padres at that point had taken a 1-0 lead after the Yuli Gurriel pinch hit RBI single in the bottom half of the 7th to make it 1-0. A runner on base for Atlanta. It was Austin Riley at the plate, and this was our catch of the game.
Which defensive play had the biggest impact on today's game?
He is at the wall, leaps up, and he makes the catch.
This is the catch of the game.
Gonna hang a star for Jackson Merrill.
Reeled in by Anthony's Fish Grotto La Mesa, celebrating 80 years of seafood excellence.
2-2. The pitch to Riley, muscled in the air to left field. Hayward was deep, has to come charging in, slides forward, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. From the seat of his pants, he throws it back into Bogarts as Profar retreats to first base, and 2 away here in the 8th.
Our catch of the game, Jason Hayward, really nice sliding catch in left field, took a base hit away from Austin Riley. If Hayward doesn't get to that, that's 2 base runners on with 1 out in the 8th inning in a 1-run game. Would have been a very sticky situation. So Hayward doing a nice job coming in, sliding, making the play. That was today's catch of the game on what was another very good defensive day for the Padres as they win it 1-0 against the Atlanta Braves. They now go for a 4-game sweep tomorrow afternoon here at Petco Park. Phone number is always 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Let's go to the phones. The phone line's lighting up on this Saturday evening. We begin things in Chula Vista. It's Eric. Eric, you're on the Padres Radio Network. Go ahead.
Hey, thank you, Sam. I want to touch on a few things. First off, Randy Vasquez, his quality start, monumental, terrific. All of them great terms. Adrian Morejon coming in to close the game, did a marvelous job. And then not to mention that play he had yesterday in the top of the 6th, where he played hockey goalie and stopped that ball and the tying run from coming in to score. That was also huge. And we're all excited to see the Padres, and hopefully we can get this sweep tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, good call, Eric, and I'm with you. Hopefully the Padres can start the year with a 4-game sweep of the Atlanta Braves, a team that a lot of people not only have picked to win the NL East, but a team that a lot of people have picked to go to the World Series. I mean, this is an excellent Braves team. They're not at full strength. No Sean Murphy, no Ronald Acuna Jr., no Spencer Strider. We understand that, but it's still a really good team, and the Padres have already won this series. Look, it would be cherry on top if the Padres sweep them tomorrow. I mean, you'll take 3 out of 4 from Atlanta to begin the season, but you would love, with Nick Pivetta on the mound tomorrow, to go out there and sweep them. What a start to the year that would be. Let's go to Alpine. It's Johnny calling in. Johnny, you're on the Padres Radio Network. Go ahead.
Hey, what up, Sammy? How you doing, man?
Doing well.
Good. Yeah, I just want to. I'll sing the praises too of Randy Vasquez and of Andre Morejon and our whole bullpen and our pitching all together. And If you would have asked me going into this series who would have had a quality start in 6 scoreless innings between Dylan Cease, King, and Randy, I guarantee I probably would have lost the money on that. So color me shocked. And I know you alluded to this last time in last night's post game, but we needed quality start. The bullpen was taxed. So this is just what Dr. Sammy ordered, and I'm glad we got it. So glad we got a Padres victory. Hopefully we get a sweep tomorrow and go Padres. Thanks for taking my call.
Dr. Sammy, I like the sound of that, Johnny. Appreciate the phone call. Very good call there by Johnny. I'm with you, Johnny. I mean, if you would have looked at the rotation in this series, starting with King and then into Cease and into Vasquez, let's be honest, we wouldn't predict that Randy would be the guy to throw 6 scoreless innings and that King wouldn't get out of the third and that, Dylan Cease would give up a few runs in a relatively short outing as well. You got to tip your cap to Randy Vasquez in a major way. Not only was he effective, look, he wasn't perfect. He dealt with 2 base runners in the first, 2-out single in the second, a walk and a single in the 4th inning, needed a double play to get out of it, stranded 2 on in the 6th inning. This was Randy being Randy a little bit, where he was dealing with base traffic all outing long. But we saw Randy Vasquez last year do this a lot. Maybe not quite as perfectly as he did it today, getting out of trouble. But he's got a knack for when he gets in trouble, he finds a way out of it a lot and figures out how to give you 5-6 innings. Today was a little bit different in the sense that it was 6 shutout innings. So Randy was awesome. And again, with the context of what the state of the bullpen was in this game, it was huge. Huge. He deserves a lot of credit. Let's go to Renee in Spring Valley. Renee, welcome into the Padres Radio Network on this Saturday. Go ahead.
Hey, Sammy. Hey, it was great to finally meet and greet you the other night, man.
Yes, sir.
Right on. Hey, so I was actually I was driving home from my grandson's baseball game. Who went 5 1/3 in a shutout win. But he when Cronenworth let that ball drop, isn't that the very reason that they have the fly rule? And I don't know why I'm confused. I thought there was like a penalty. Is that not true?
Yeah, Renee, you're breaking up a little bit, but I heard the question about the infield fly. Great question, Renee. Great question. It was not – so I had the same thought that maybe that could have qualified as an infield fly. But I think if you look at that little flare to second base, I don't think that was ordinary effort. Number one, it really wasn't a pop-up. I don't think that's an ordinary effort play for Jake Cronenworth at second base, and the umpire would have to deem it a pop fly that requires ordinary effort to catch, and I don't think that was for Jake Cronenworth. It's a good question, Renee, but I don't think it was. On that, Jake's got to make a decision on how to play that if he's going to try to catch it. I don't know that it's super easy. Probably got to come in, reach down, maybe even, make a little slide, make a little dive. I thought it was a good call by the umpiring crew not to call that infield fly rule, because I don't think it was ordinary effort necessarily to catch that ball. And look, for the Padres, it worked out. Smart play by Jake to go to third. They get the double play, 4-5-6. It was a unique double play. But, Renee, that's a great, astute question on your part. We had the same discussion up in the press box when the play happened, because I asked, could that have been infield fly? And, I don't think it was. I don't think that was an ordinary effort play for Jake Cronenworth, and it worked out in the Padres' favor. We continue on the phones, 833-288-0973. Padres win it 1-0 against the Braves. They're 3-0 to begin the season. Let's go to Ryan in San Diego. Ryan, you're on the Padres Radio Network. Welcome in.
Hey, what's up, Sammy?
What's up, Ryan?
Randy Vasquez's performance was he was nails tonight, and his performance was definitely much needed due to how taxed the bullpen was from the last 2 days, and I'm just hoping that they can continue to ride this win streak, and then when this win streak ends, just start a new one and just keep the vibes high in San Diego.
All right, Ryan, great phone call. I'm with you. Randy was nails. Great phone call. Great analysis, as always, from Ryan. Let's go out to Rancho Bernardo. It's Dan. Dan, you're on the Padres Radio Network. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, Sammy. How are you?
Doing
Listen,
well.
I've been a baseball fan. I'm an old guy. I've been a baseball fan for a long time and a season ticket member for 31 years. And I've never seen what I saw the last two nights. I mean, to make the playoffs, you got to get lucky. That ball off of Suarez's foot last night went right through her eyes. Could have gone anywhere. But it's an out. And the ball off the pitcher's foot that goes into the dugout. I have never in all my years seen anything like that. I think maybe the baseball gods are shining on the Padres. Finally.
Wait, Dan, I'll give you one more. Want me to give you one more? How about Estrada? How about Estrada striking out a guy? The ball hits off the backstop, back to him, and he gets the out at first base. How about that one?
Right, and also Tatis knocking that ball down.
Yeah,
it's just like we could easily have been 0-3, but this is like weird stuff going on here.
Yeah,
it's only 3 games. But let's hope.
It's Dan. Great phone call. I'm with you. Appreciate the call. This was a weird game. You had Fernando knocking the ball down. We didn't mention, Dan, Jake Cronenworth hits the ball off Bummer's foot on a line drive. It just happens to hit off his foot hard enough and in the right direction to roll into the Atlanta dugout. That allows Cronenworth to go to second base. They intentionally walk Bogarts, and then Jake scores with the go-ahead run on the Gurriel RBI single. Dan, you make a great point. There have been some weird bounces in the first 3 games of this season. Some really weird stuff that is mostly worked out, really all worked out in the Padres' favor. Now, that's not the only reason they've won these games. They're playing good baseball. Their bullpen has been tremendous. 13 consecutive scoreless innings. Timely hitting. All they needed today was the pinch hit RBI single by Gurriel in the 7th inning. And I'll tell you what, Mike Shildt deserves a lot of credit for how the first 3 games of this season has been managed. He has pushed a ton of right buttons. He really has. You had the Gavin Sheets pinch hit on opening day. The bullpen moves, the way he's utilized these guys has worked out nearly perfectly so far. The pinch hit of Gurriel today, it's been really good. I mean, he's pushed a lot of right buttons, and he's had a very, very, very good first 3 games to begin the year. And then to Dan's point, they've got a lot of bounces. And, hey, you need that when you're going to beat a team like Atlanta. This is a really good Atlanta team. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised in the slightest if the Atlanta Braves, A, win the NL East, and B, win 90-plus games this year. And we're 3 games in. We got an eternity to go. But this has been a great start. It's been a great start for a lot of reasons, and there's been a little luck involved as well, to Dan's point. We'll step aside. When we come back, full look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll hear our play of the game. If you want to get a final phone call in, you can at 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Padres win it 1-0 against the Atlanta Braves. They're 3-0 to begin the year. More after this on the Padres Radio Network. Our Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show continues here on the Padres Radio Network. Sam Levitt with you from inside the Western Metal Building here at Petco Park as the Padres beat the Atlanta Braves by a final score of 1-0 on this Saturday. If you want to squeeze a final phone call in, 833-288-0973, phone number to call. Another tremendous crowd here in downtown San Diego. 40,000 plus in the building, third sellout of the season already as the Padres continue to win ball games, now 3-0 to begin 2025. They have right-hander Nick Pivetta making his Padres debut on the mound tomorrow. We'll have more on that ball game coming up in just a little bit. A lot going on today around the major leagues. Let's take a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard.
Let's take a trip around the bigs to highlight the scores that matter most with our out-of-town scoreboard. Presented by Jensen Premium Beef Patties. Always a hit for grilling.
We take a look at scores from around the major leagues. Finals around the league. Cubs 4, Diamondbacks 3 in Arizona earlier today. Astros beat the Mets 2-1 in Houston. Yordan Alvarez had an RBI double in that game for the Astros. Rangers beat the Red Sox 4-3 in Arlington. Adolis Garcia, a home run in that game for Texas. Royals beat the Guardians 4-3 in Kansas City. Bobby Witt Jr., an RBI double in that game for KC. Reds beat the Giants 3-2 in Cincinnati. Christian Encarnacion Strand, a home run in that game for Cincinnati. Marlins walked it off on the Pirates for a second time in that series to begin the year. In the bottom half of the 12th inning, Dean Myers, a walk-off single. Miami has won 2 of 3 from Pittsburgh to begin the year. Rockies beat the Rays 2-1 in Tampa Bay earlier today. Phillies beat the Nationals 11-6 in D.C. Kyle Schwarber, a 3-run home run in that one for the Phils. Orioles beat the Blue Jays 9-5 in Toronto. Colton Cowser, a home run in that game for the O's. Max Scherzer came out of that game, his first start for the Blue Jays with right lat soreness. He only lasted 3 innings in that game. Cardinals beat the Twins 5-1 in St. Louis. Angels blanked the White Sox 1-0 in Chicago. Yankees hit 9 home runs, a franchise record. They beat the Brewers 20-9 in the Bronx. Aaron Judge had 3 home runs. The Yankees, against their former teammate Nestor Cortes, they hit 3 consecutive home runs to begin the game on the first 3 pitches of the game. It was Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, and Aaron Judge. Uno, dos, tres, 3 pitches, and it was a 3-0 game. 20-9, like a football score, like the Jets or the Giants against the Packers. Aaron Judge had 3 home runs. The Yankees had 9. Franchise record in Yankee history. 2 games going on right now. A's 2, Mariners 1 in Seattle, top of the 5th inning. And the Dodgers leading the Tigers 4-2 in L.A. in the 6th inning. And that is a look at the full out-of-town scoreboard on this Saturday across the major leagues. Well, we get a scoreless game, a pitcher's duel here today. Randy Vasquez, 6 scoreless innings. The only problem, Spencer Schwellenbach, the young right-hander on the mound for Atlanta, he was equally as good, 6 scoreless innings of his own. But then the Padres put runners on first and second with 2 out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. It was pinch hitter Yuli Gurriel at the plate in a scoreless game, and Yuli provided our play of the game.
The line between winning and losing can be razor thin. Which play was the difference between victory and defeat? This is today's play of the game, presented by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Swings here, grounds it left side. That's through into left field and a base hit. Cronenworth racing around third. No chance for Profar, who dropped it, had to pick it back up, and it's a pinch hit. Go-ahead single for Gurriel. The Padres have the first run of the day, 1-0 here in the 7th.
Yuli Gurriel, a pinch hit RBI single, only run of the day that anybody scored. Our play of the game here on the Padres Radio Network. Nice moment for Yuli Gurriel, another right button pushed by Mike Shildt in the first 3 games of this season. Let's squeeze in a few more phone calls before we head out of here for the evening. We go to Del Mar. It's Scott calling in as the Padres win it 1-0 against the Braves. Scott, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on? I appreciate you taking my call. Just super stoked, just at the game, driving home right now. I think it's going to be a big year for the Pods. I think bold prediction, Tatis, 40-40, 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases, winning the MVP over Ohtani. And I think we're going to have a really good year moving past the Dodgers and going on to the World Series. So I know it's only 3 games in, but I'm really fired up for the year, and I think we got a really good veteran squad. Going to take care of business. Appreciate taking
All
my
right,
call.
Scott. Okay, you got it. A lot of positivity. Hey, I would take that. Fernando winning the MVP over Ohtani. Might be tough, but Fernando's certainly capable of it. Off to a very good start. Fernando did have a base hit in this game, so he continues to swing the bat well. 40-40, that would be very nice too. He's got a home run. He's got 2 stolen bases, so he's on the right path. Scott, appreciate the phone call. We'll finish things up on this Saturday. Go to Mark calling in from Lincoln. Mark, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Mark's son, Lincoln, and
Okay. It's Mark's son, Lincoln. Hi, Lincoln.
I love Randy Savage Vasquez. I'll keep your comments off the air.
Okay. All right, good call there from Lincoln. I thought it was Mark and Lincoln. I thought it was a caller from Lincoln, Nebraska, but it is Lincoln, young Lincoln calling in. We're getting a lot of young callers last couple of days. Lincoln, appreciate the phone call, but hey, you're on it, Lincoln. Randy was terrific. Again, 6 scoreless innings, worked his way out of trouble throughout the outing, and Mike Shildt made the point earlier. This is another part of the Randy Vasquez experience today that was super impressive. Randy only threw 40-plus pitches in his last spring training outing. He threw 92 today. Again, on a day where at bare minimum, forgetting even the effectiveness, a day where the Padres desperately needed Randy Vasquez to go out there and provide a little bit of length. He did that and more. Tremendous outing for Randy. Really, really was. So great stuff for Randy Vasquez, and gets a no decision today, but certainly a very, very big part of this win for the Padres against the Atlanta Braves. Taking a look ahead to tomorrow, it'll be right-hander Nick Pivetta on the mound for the Padres against right-hander A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound for Atlanta. First pitch tomorrow, a little bit later for Sunday. It is Sunday Night Baseball on national TV. We will have you covered on the radio side of things here on 97.3 The Fan, Padres Radio Network. First pitch at 4:10 p.m. Our pregame coverage will begin at 3:10 from inside the Western Metal Building. Again, Pivetta on the mound for the Padres. A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound for the Braves. Pivetta making his Padres debut. As always, if you missed any portion of our post-game coverage, our Jamul Casino Resort Padres post-game show, you can go back and listen to all of it on the Inside San Diego Baseball podcast feed. You can find that on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts. If you would rather watch any portion of our post-game coverage, you can go find it on the 97.3 The Fan YouTube channel on demand. Taking a look at the final totals in the third game of this 4-game set as the Padres improved to 3-0 on this young season. For San Diego, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, they left on 5. For Atlanta, no runs, 5 hits, no errors, they left on 7. Winning pitcher was Wandy Peralta, who improves to 2-0. Losing pitcher was Aaron Bummer, who drops to 0-1. And the save goes to Adrian Morejon as he stranded the tying run on third base. Morejon picks up his first save of the season. Time of game, 2 hours and 24 minutes. And the crowd here at Petco Park, the third sellout already this season, 40,587. Once again, first pitch tomorrow at 4:10. Our pregame coverage begins at 3:10. Until then, for our great studio coordinator, Frank Marchese, I'm Sam Levitt saying so long and good night from Petco Park. Again, the final score, the San Diego Padres 1 and the Atlanta Braves 0. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Padres Radio Network. Have a great night, everybody.